So, continuing on with our notes, we have our situation with our workers on the individual family farm. And what happens with the individual family farm is that we need the intervention of an outside group. And the outside group that steps in order to provide support to the Blacks that are trying to reinstitute a independent family structure is that of trying to create this life in which you can have this family structure that can be in one in which the Black owned estate, the Black owned land structure can be one that is broken away from the stranglehold of white land ownership. And that's where the concept of essentially breaking away this land ownership structure comes in. And so a government organization is formed, and that's the Freedmen's Bureau. And unfortunately, the Freedmen's Bureau is a government structure that was largely created with very little support. It's a government organization that was given absolutely no power. They were given the task to oversee the redistribution of land and the task of being able to or given the task to assist newly freed Blacks in the process of moving from enslavement to freedom and being able to navigate this process, and by default also trying to navigate the incredibly challenging process of making the pathway through white society in the South for newly freed Blacks to be able to do this. They were wickedly underfunded. They had nowhere near the manpower that they needed. At the height of the organization, they had less than 1,000 agents to assist all of the newly freed enslaved population of the entire South. The entire South. What? What? And this is pre-computer, pre any sort of mass communication, and the South is literally in shambles from the Civil War. Johnson hated the Freedmen's Bureau and did everything he possibly could to undermine them while they were at work. Often, while they were trying to do their work, he was undermining them at the exact same time by redistributing land back to white slave owners that had had their land taken away from them during the Civil War, even though he didn't like the people that the land was taken from. But that is the huge conflict that we'll get to with talking about Johnson, because even though Johnson was against the whole concept of the South breaking away from the North and all of that, he wholeheartedly has some really messed up views that gets him some just he's not a good dude. He's just not a good guy. And so he actively works against the Freedmen Bureau during this period. So the whole concept of land reform and redistributing land does not get us where we need to be. And so that brings us to our PBS clip, which hopefully will.
About every other major battle in the East. Twitchell is one of those Union veterans who enlisted first in the war and stays in the race. He's wounded several times. He gets a big flat in his face. Nothing around his face. Like this year. Have to stop the rest of his life. The war was over.